Hey guys, welcome to the second part of the Holiday Happiness Challenge. I'm so pleased to be offering this to you guys this holiday season, and I'm so excited I can barely speak. So, as we get started, I know that some of you did my Mindful Meals Challenge last November, and I just want to thank you so much. That means a lot to me that you take my advice. I hope that it was helpful for you in all sincerity. I find that a lot of the things that we find are so troublesome in our lives are often caused just by the way we think. And so my hope with this challenge is to help you master your thoughts and master your movement, because I think that when we connect the mind and the body together, we're just going to have the best life possible. And so I hope that you'll enter this challenge and take the advice that's useful to you, and I hope that it helps you out. So just before we get started, I've prepared some fun little pictures for you, just to kind of keep you awake and listening to me talk, because I love to talk. So I'm just going to go ahead and share the screen with you in just a second. Oh yes, first I have to share it. All right, so here we go. Let's start this. All right, so the Holiday Happiness Mindful Movement Challenge. So this is going to be just 9 days of any kind of movement that you like. I call everything dance. Movement is dance to me, because you're going to be expressing yourself through movement. Now, whether you're a runner or biker, maybe you do yoga, maybe you do dance, or maybe you just like to take really nice long walks in nature. It doesn't really matter what mode of exercise that you choose, but we're going to be approaching it with complete appreciation, surrounding ourselves, feeling the sensory experience of it. And this is going to get your mind and your body to work together as a team, and so crucial for overall health. So, another raise of hands, how many of you do get seasonal affective disorder? This is something that often happens in the wintertime. We've got darker, shorter days. You pair that with cold, and the sunshine starts to go away. You're getting less vitamin D, and sometimes you're stuck inside. I mean, if you have a snow day, sometimes you're a little more isolated. So there are lots of things that can be contributing to it. A lot of people get lonely during the holidays as well. This has been recorded and documented. I know that the commercials are always showing everybody having fun during the holidays, and they can be fun, but they can also bring equal parts stress for some people. And another thing that contributes to this kind of depressed mood during the holiday season is that instinctively the human body is almost in a semi-hibernation state. You tend to look for foods that are more comforting. You bundle up in your sweaters and you just kind of nestle down. And with the darkness, being with these shorter days, you're more likely to just have your mind start to shut down earlier in the day when the sunlight starts to go away. So we're going to learn a few tips to combat the negative thoughts that sometimes keep you trapped inside your head. So a lot of people ask, why does winter slow me down? Why can't I just keep going at the same pace? And what contributes to that? So a season can sometimes be responsible for how you feel. A lot of people blame weather all the time for how they act and how they think and how they feel. And I'm a very responsible person. I believe in taking responsibility for everything. And so I don't like to blame the weather. So if I'm having a hard day, I try to say, well, how can I take ownership of that? And how can I change that around for myself? So to me, it doesn't really matter if it's cold or hot, rainy or sunny, snowy, slushy, anything. We do have a lot of control over how we perceive things. But there is something that happens in the winter, on the instinctive level, and that does contribute. So wintertime is when animals, they actually do hibernate. They take things slower. They kind of store food. They burrow into warm caves. They expend less energy. And we're meant to do sort of the same thing. Before we were able to manipulate our environments to be warm or cool on the inside, we had to kind of go with the seasons. And well, if it's snowing and snowing, you just stoke the fire and you stay home. That's kind of the instinct. So the only problem here is that we don't really get to rest during the winter like we are instinctively drawn to do. Our social expectations don't change at all. You still have to provide for your family and yourself. Traffic doesn't stop, businesses don't close, you still have to go to work. You may have less energy in cold weather, but you still have to do the same amount of work and stay busy. Since we can't really do anything about the way our society is set up, I think it works pretty well anyway. So the one area that you can control and influence is your own mindset. So feeling happier in the winter is challenging, but with a few habits, you can learn to find the recovery in the winter season and still manage your responsibilities. All right, so what to do about it? Since you're fighting an instinct to rest, you may feel conflicted when it comes to scheduling time to work out. A lot of times you get off work and it's dark outside, and like that's the last thing you want to do is go and try to work out when your instinct is to go to sleep. But whether you choose to work out in the morning or the evening, you can use a few tips and scripts to help overcome the sleepy excuses that the darker winter days bring to mind. So first off, I love this. I think I heard this from Rachel Hollis. She says that I don't break promises to myself. And that really stuck with me. And so I added on a little extra sentence that you can use. I don't break promises to myself. And I promised to take care of myself. So I think most of us set goals and want to find fitness, find a greater peace of mind, and we try to work on things. I know that's how a lot of people are. But a lot of times when responsibilities come up, we kind of feel like Cinderella whenever she wanted to go and work on her dress for the ball. She was given all these tasks. People were piling clothes on her arms. They're giving her chores to do and scrub the floor, sweep everything. And I sometimes find myself getting into that Cinderella mode myself, where I feel like, well, I'm work. I'm never going to get my dress done. But there are a few things that you can do to really set aside time so that you can take care of yourself, and then you can still take care of other responsibilities, or maybe drop a few that maybe don't need to be given to you. So a couple things that I do to make sure that the workout happens is I don't listen to myself in the morning. So when I wake up, my first thought is, oh, there's so much to do today. Maybe I should skip the workout. Or it's really dark, it's really cold. I don't want to drive to the gym, and I just don't. And so the first step is don't listen to your mind. Your mind is always finding ways to preserve you from harm. And going out into the cold could potentially be harmful. So that's why you need to kind of recognize that your mind is a worrier. It's not a warrior who's going to get things done. And so first off is don't listen to yourself. Set things up so that it's really easy to get yourself out the door and to the gym. So I used to do this when I was 9 years old. I'd lay out my outfit, kind of like the chalk outline of how I was going to wear, what I was going to wear. I'd put the shoes and the socks and everything all put together until I had just this little human lying on my floor. And then I could just jump into my clothes. And I was a weird kid. I liked walking to school, even when everyone was taking the bus or driving. I walked. I just liked it. And I would get up early and put the clothes on because I laid them out, and it was so fun to put the outfit together. And I got out the door. And I've taken that habit as a dance major and as a fitness instructor, because I do have to get up early and go teach, whether I like it or not. And I found that if you just set it out before, pack your workout gear in a bag the night before, get your smoothie bottle all ready, your water bottle all ready, so you can just take it out of the fridge and go, it is so much easier because you have a habit that is just already set for you. And you don't have to think about it. You just go, oh, there's my bag, there's my outfit, there's my smoothie, I'm going to the gym. Another thing that can help too is I'm very social when it comes to working out. If I know I'm going to go and work out by myself, it's a lot less motivating. However, if I know that I've got some friends that are pretty hardcore, and I know that if they're at the gym, they're going to call me and they're going to say, "Where are you? We're ready to start." And they're going to go, "Chop, chop, let's go." Having someone to be accountable to and someone to have fun with as you work out, that is going to seal the deal for you. Also, I think sometimes people take these huge leaps. They're like, okay, I'm going to do an extreme diet plan right before the holidays, and then I'm going to go crazy on Christmas. Or I'm going to do this exercise that I've never done before, but I'm going to give it my all. And I think that the holidays are the worst time to make those kinds of huge commitments to yourself. I'm not saying that you can't do it. If you're one of those people that gets super competitive and motivated by that, I say power to you. But I would say that if you're fighting that instinct and it's not something that's a real habit for you, I would say make your workouts very moderate and enjoyable. And this is also going to help you become more mindful so that you're working out with a sense of loving compassion towards yourself instead of a stressful or punishment-based. A lot of people work out to punish themselves. I'm like, oh, please don't do that. No punishment. That's not what working out was for. It's meant to be expressive and joyful and fun. So if you have a super stressful workout on top of a stressful holiday schedule and you're juggling kids, business, whatever else you're juggling, it's going to make your whole life just seem hard, and you're just going to curl up on the couch and not do a thing. So don't go to extremes. Make your workout the highlight of your day. All right, so I've talked a lot about mindful movement. This is something that I've grown up with, and I think that it probably deserves a bit of definition, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about when I say mindful movement. So we have exercise, and it can be very hamster wheel in orientation. You just spin your wheels and get the workout done, and maybe you feel really tired or sweaty, and then you move on with your day. Not as mindful. Mindful movement it doesn't have to be yoga. A lot of people think, oh, I have to do something where I'm meditating. You can make any workout meditative. I find that I love cycling. I love to take these long cycling tours around the valley of where I live, and they're super fun. A lot of times, even if I don't have a friend with me, I can still turn that bike ride into a meditation because of the way that I focus on the pedal strokes. I notice the sensations in my muscles. I appreciate the pounding of my heart. I listen to the rhythm of the breath. I feel the wind on my skin. I look around and I see scenery. And so you can do this too in any of your workouts. I feel like yoga is not just, yoga poses. Yoga is really moving with purpose and intent. And I think that you can find an aerobics class where you have an instructor telling you how to move, but that you can say, if they say, use your abdominal muscles for this exercise while you're doing the lunge, think about it. Sometimes they give you a lot of opportunities to think about how to move with more perception. So you're going to get amazing things that happen when you start paying attention to how movement feels in your body. So there are five ways that mindful movement beats basic exercise. So first off, you can prevent and relieve injuries. Just changing the way that I do a lunge has helped relieve a lot of hip pain for me. Just finding a sense of inner thighs kind of moving towards each other instead of stretching too far in a lunge, which was what I was doing before. I was overstretching in all my lunges and feeling pain. When I feel the pain, if I center it and become more parallel, that mindfulness brought relief to me. And it's very simple. You don't even have to go to the doctor or chiropractor for it. Another way it beats basic exercise is that you deepen your core strength. You're not just using arms, using legs separately, but that you feel a sense of power lifting up from your core. It also is going to help fix your postural habits, so that if you have a desk job or you drive a lot or you're bent over things, you're going to have a lot of forward shoulder and troubles there. And so if you're exercising to say, I'm going to work on opening this up, then you're going to be fixing a lot of trouble. Also, your nervous system gets calm and you balance hormones. Now, who doesn't want balanced hormones? Come on. You can actually use your mind power to help feel a sense of stress relief, okay? You can also deepen your self-awareness. You know how to pace yourself or challenge yourself. You can tell, you know what, I did not give that run my all. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. And then you can get to the point where maybe your body is giving you signals of, okay, that's enough for now. I love to run with my dog because he's really, really good at pacing himself and finding that sense of play. So he'll run around as fast as he can, top speeds, chasing a stick I throw at him. And then when he's reached that heart rate where he wants to slow down, he slows down and he sniffs around and he kind of trots a little bit. And he has such a natural way of exercising and bringing that sense of completeness to the exercise. And at the end, he's lean, he's happy, he just listened to himself. So at the end of the day, mindful movement is supposed to energize you instead of exhaust you. I've taken many opportunities to, I've had a ton of dance experience. And a lot of people would ask me, how on earth do you dance 6 to 8 hours a day and not collapse? And I said, well, it is difficult. I'm not going to lie. It is a lot of work, and it does take a lot of strength. And I am tired at the end of the day. However, the movement, when you are focusing on refined movement, good technique, expressing yourself, connecting with the people you dance with, it is energizing and you don't feel exhausted. All right, so here's the place where you can start to decide how are you going to move mindfully. And you get to choose what you do, but whatever you decide will connect your mind, body, and spirit. So I'm leaving this challenge open for a lot of interpretation. However, if you are one of those people who's like, oh, I don't want to think about what to do, I have an opportunity for you to find mindful movement online fitness videos that are already prepared for you. And I can't say enough about this. My friend Robin Coney, she created this platform, and she got all of her friends, including me, to help contribute videos to this online database. And there are over 250 of them. I know most of the teachers on there. They are some of the friends and colleagues that I've worked with, danced with, taken yoga classes from, or we've just been lifelong friends. And so I know these people. They're amazing educators. They're amazing teachers. They'll give you such good advice. And all the videos are fun. We've got a huge variety from yoga, Pilates, bar. We have some HIIT workouts. I mean, there's just a huge variety. There's restorative classes. There's relaxation classes. It's an incredible collection. So they're all designed to restore balance, energize, and relieve stress or tension. And they all take between 5 and 15 minutes. So this is perfect for the Holiday Happiness Challenge because you don't have to work out for hours and hours to get good results. And especially if you're trying to conserve on time and energy, these are great. They're great little boosts. I often find that I do about 3 to 5 of them sprinkled throughout the day because if they're 5 minutes a piece, why not? And then it's just a way to kind of energize your day. So you can access it with my code. So you go to somafit.com/happiness. Okay. And that's how you can access that. And the best part is that there's no subscription. You pay one time, $47, and that's it. They're yours. No hassles. Also, on a side note, if you join SomaFit, you can be eligible to enter into my giveaway. So I'll be giving away some free coaching and a yoga mat, so you can be entered in to win that prize if you do commit to the SomaFit. All right. Another part of the challenge is going to be daily moving meditations. So meditation works when it's put into practice and when you apply it not just on your cushion where you're thinking and meditating for the day. If you can take that sense of meditation with you into your interactions with people, into your workplace, into your family life, into your relationships, that's where you're going to see the best results, and you're going to be living a more vibrant life. So I've included an inspiring quote for each day, a soothing discussion, and a matching workout tip to go along with each of the days. So practical meditations will help you apply them in your workouts and relationships. So I don't think workouts are separate from life. So this is just my philosophy, and I've seen it work over and over again. So allow yourself to feel whole and connected throughout your life. And I encourage you, as part of this challenge, whether you love snow or hate it, find a way to connect to the beauties of nature. It might be looking through a window while you work out at the beautiful frost patterns that you see there. It might be a walk with family members on, Christmas Day. Whatever you decide to do, I love the snow. I'm going to be more like these ladies up here with the snowshoes. I really do enjoy the snow. Just bundle up, have fun. So you can choose your level of participation in the Mindful Movement Challenge, and starts December 9th through 17th. The first way is the easiest. So you just follow me on my social media handles. There's Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook groups. You can access all the information there. There will actually be a link in the bio for on my Instagram, and when you click on it, it'll give you an email pop-up form. If you put your email in there, then you will be able to access more videos, a little longer tips. Sometimes people like to read my novels, and so you have that opportunity. And I give a lot of good stuff in there that might not be available on the social media posts because I'm trying to keep them brief. So if you want more ideas, more discussion, more funny stories about, life, I have a few fun stories here. You can access it that way. So the second way is to sign up through the email. And I already talked about that a little bit. You can check your email for 9 days of tips, workouts, meditations, and video links delivered to your inbox. And the third, we talked about this also, is the SomaFit. Join SomaFit for $47 lifetime, one lifetime payment, and no subscriptions. And you can be entered to win the prize. So we are about to start the Mindful Movement Challenge. Thank you so much for listening to the intro, and I'll see you guys back here very soon. Okay, see you guys soon.